Morning, guys. Bean here. It is October 8th at about 9 o'clock in the morning. I have been up for almost 2 hours now. You saw me make myself a cup of coffee from the coffee that I got in the Spearcraft box. I'm about to try it. I'm really excited. Just waiting for it to cool down enough that I can drink it. But I got up this morning and I started reading. On my Kindle. I'm actually switching out one of my prompts already for our Readathon. I'm switching out the book about witches, and the one that I will be reading instead is The Dark Lord Clementine. This book I completely forgot that I have to read, and I am reviewing it on Thursday up on my blog, so check that out there. And I do need to read it, so I started it today, and it is actually really cute. So basically, this book follows Clementine, who is the daughter of the Dark Lord. And she is a very dark person, obviously, but it's still super light. It's a middle grade novel, and it's just so cute so far. I'm only about 10% of the way into it. This is an ebook. I don't know that I think it just came out. I'll have to check on that and get back to you guys. But I am reading that now. There are witches in it. Our main character, I don't think she's actually a witch. She's a Dark Lord, technically. She's the Dark Lord, Clementine. But basically, what I know about this book is that her dad goes missing, I think. I don't know. I don't really know much of anything about this book except for witches have already been mentioned several times. So I am using it now, and I really love this cover. So yeah, that's what I have so far. I don't really have another update. I'm trying to keep these updates brief because this is like a month-long reading vlog. This is like a month-long reading vlog, so I don't want this to be too long. But yeah, I guess I will update you guys later. So it's the 12th of October. It's almost halfway through the month, and I've only finished one book for the Readathon so far, I think. And I feel like complete and utter crap right now. It's like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, right? Yeah, it's 5:30. And oh my gosh, my head has been pounding all day. I've had chest pains all day, and I'm just like not feeling good. But on the other hand, I did start listening to the audiobook of The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chachki. This book fulfills the prompt of read a book that BookTube hates. And so I did start it because the audiobook is on Scribd and it is now available to me. And I'm gonna sit down and try and read it for a little bit, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna listen to it. We'll see how my head does. It seriously feels like a migraine is coming on, so I'm really hoping that I'm gonna be able to avoid that today. Basically, it's just kind of a bit of a rough day, not gonna lie. So we're gonna move on from that, and we're going to attempt to read a book about heists, and we're gonna hope that my head doesn't explode while we do that. So I just finished, where is it? I just finished The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chachki, and I know this is a book that BookTube hates. I don't really understand why. I mean, I do to a point, and so I apologize now. I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here, but while I'm getting ready, because I'm going to go pick up food for us. But this book is basically like a heist book. That's really what it is it follows 5 characters, 6 kind of, as they try to perform this heist to steal this relic in order to bring back one of the characters, like his house, like where he is from, what his ruling, the house that he rules over. I'm having troubles here. But basically what that means is that it's a bunch of really sassy characters doing what they do best. Like, we have, my favorite is Zofia, who is our resident scientist. She's about 4'11" and just full of sass, and she doesn't get sarcasm, and she doesn't get any of that. But she is amazing, and I love her because she makes things explode all the time. And I'm really jostling my phone a lot right now, so we're just gonna put it down right now. And then we have Enrique, who is my other favorite, who is our resident historian, and we have Layla, who is like our distraction, our baker, basically the mom of the group who makes sure that everyone is like fed and does things like sleep. Like, y'all need to be healthy in order to perform what you're doing. So, and we have Tristan, who is the botanist of the group, and he is the most adorable little cinnamon roll ever. And then we have our leader of the group, Severin. And Severin is just like a brilliant mastermind, and he's only like 16 or 17 in this book, but they really seem older than that. This takes place in late 1800s France, in Paris actually, and so it's so much fun. I did listen to the audiobook partially for this because it is on Scribd, although my phone doesn't seem to like Scribd right now because it kept like going out and in, like the audio would go away for like 5 minutes and then it would come back, and I was like, what? Okay, cool, whatever. Or it would jump all around. Basically, this book is wonderfully written. It is beautiful. It is such a beautiful book. It is wonderfully written. The characters are just little satchels of sass that I loved. The plot was kind of all over the place, and it was very kind of difficult to keep track of, but I still really enjoyed it. I mean, it's a heist book, and I love heists, which is also why I need to read Six of Crows, and don't judge me for not having read it yet. I know. But this is a heist book, first and foremost, and that's how it reads. Like, there's some romance in here, yes, but that's not the main focus. Also, I ship a couple characters here, and so we're not going to talk about that right now, but I was very irritated with how it ended at points. No, wait, that made no sense. I was a little thrown off by the ending. I did not expect that. And now I need the second one, which doesn't come out until February, and I'm really irritated about it. So, Wednesday Books, if I could please get please. I did pre-order it though, so I can't say anything. But please, I need to know what happens to my babies. I do. I really do. Okay. So, in case you're wondering, I gave this a 4 out of 5. Just because the plot was really all over the place. It was a little disjointed at times, and at points I was like, "What? Okay, sure, whatever, guys. You do your thing." I definitely loved all the puzzles that were in this, and I will get into a full review later, and I'll have a review up on my blog, which I will link down below. So feel free to check that out at any point as well. But I'm gonna go. I need to go pick up some food because we are going to have Chinese tonight, because neither of us feel like cooking. And yeah, that's about all I got right now, guys. So yeah, I want to tell you, I did finish this one. And next, I'm going to continue with Gideon the Ninth, because I haven't finished this yet. And then I'm going to move on to The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert, which I will be able to read, my guess is in like 2 sittings. Like, I don't think this will take me very long at all. This one is starting to get really good, and I am enjoying it. Look at those black sprayed edges, it's so pretty. But yeah, so moving on. That is 2 books down, and this one I'm like a 10th of the way through, probably. We'll get there. So, okay, bye guys. All right, So I've decided instead to read Pop Goes the Weasel by M.J. Arledge. I can never say that name. FYI, a little spoiler here, it takes me about 6 tries to get this name right. Nothing against it, I just, my tongue is incapable of saying this correctly. But I will be reading Pop Goes the Weasel, which is the second book in the D.I. Helen Grace thriller series. This is, like I said, the second book in the series. I don't know a lot about it, but I liked the first book, which was Eeny Meeny, and now I have books 2 through 4. So we're gonna see how this goes. I will say The Gilded Wolves was very good, but now I am worried that I'm gonna end up in a reading slump if I switch into a fantasy book. I just have that feeling right now. So I'm gonna switch to a thriller and one that has no fantasy in it. That is going to probably terrify me because I really just don't feel like reading it right now. That's going to be the hardest book for me to read, I think, is going to be it. I'm sitting here staring at it and I just don't really want to read it right now. So I don't think I will ever really want to read it, but we're going to move on from that and I'm going to read Pop Goes the Weasel. Hey guys, I'm back. I am alive, I promise. It's been a while. I think today is the 17th of November. This vlog is not going well for me. I'm not gonna lie. I apologize. Hopefully the second half of the month will go better. We'll see. But I have actually switched out another book. You'll have to ignore me. I don't have any makeup on right now, so I kind of look like crap. But I was about, oh gosh, like 50 or 100, I don't remember. I was like 20% of the way through Pop Goes the Weasel by M.J. Aldridge, and I just was not getting into this book. I was not feeling it. I could not get into it, so I have DNF'd it for now. I might go back to it later because I did enjoy the first one, but I just wasn't getting into the second one, and so I am going to be switching out this prompt as well, and I will be switching my mystery thriller book to The Whisper Man by Alex North. Now, this is a book I got through Book of the Month, and I'm pretty excited about this one, actually. I know it's not going to be... I like the purple lights in the background, sorry. It's not going to be any less difficult to read than Pop Goes the Weasel was, but I am hoping that I'll at least like the characters better, because I was having such a hard time connecting with Helen Grace. I really couldn't do it. So I was having issues reading that one. So I have switched over to this one. And this is a mystery thriller as well. So I don't know a lot about it, except for it's been getting a lot of hype lately. So I'm anxious to see if it stands up to it. Okay, now I'm going to go read again. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm going to go put some makeup on so that way I can head over to Callison's and we can film a little bit. So, yeah. I am back from Callie's. I didn't film there because we just filmed a video and just kind of did some catching up and stuff. It wasn't too interesting, I guess. I don't know. I had fun. But I'm back, and because... oh, my hair's all weird. We're actually going to be leaving in about an hour to go to a thing with some friends at a bar, a beer release, actually, at a bar. I thought I'd show you right now because apparently I can't leave Callie's house without a book. And so I left her house with I left her house with Scythe by Neil Shusterman, who we are seeing live next month, which is super exciting. And yeah, so if you haven't heard about this book, here's a quick summary for you in general. But basically, this follows a dystopian world where death is no longer an issue. And basically, this follows 2 characters who are taken on, as apprentice scythes. and they learn how to kill people. Basically, there's no death in this world. The only way you die is if you are killed. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. The finale of the trilogy comes out next month. Yeah, next month. It comes out at the beginning of November. I should know that we just did our anticipated releases video for November/December. So yeah. But yeah, so excited to have this one. But yeah, apparently I can't leave Callison's house without a new book. So that's a thing now.
Hey guys, I'm back. I have like no voice today. We were all at a wedding this weekend, and for some reason my voice is not coming back. So I tried to wait until I came back to film this, but it's like midnight on Monday, right before I'm supposed to post this video, and I realized that I didn't have an ending or really a beginning to this vlog. And so I just figured I'd do a really quick wrap up because then I'm gonna go to bed. But I wanted to talk about the books that I have read really quickly, just give you a quick little summary. I'm not going to talk about all the books I've read so far this month. I'm just going to talk about the ones for this readathon. So the first book that I finished was The Dark Lord Clementine. I'm going to put the cover up right here. This is the first book I read for the readathon, and I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. This follows a young girl named Clementine, who is the daughter of the local Dark Lord, who suddenly has become very, very sick. And it turns out that he is sick due to the curse of a local witch. And so she needs to go and figure out what happened to this witch while also trying to figure herself out, because she's like 12. So she needs to figure out what she wants and how she wants her life to go. It's a really adorable book. I highly recommend it, and it was really quite sweet to read. I enjoyed this one immensely. The next book that I read was The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chomsky, and this one I gave a 4 out of 5 to. And if you want to hear my thoughts about it, just go back a couple minutes. I went on like a 10-minute rant about this book. I really, really love this book, and I'm really kind of unhappy that booktube doesn't like it. I do understand where they're coming from, but I really enjoyed this book, and I look forward to reading the sequel. The next book I actually finished today, and that is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. I really enjoyed this book, and I think as I get older, I am appreciating the sarcasm and the sass in these books more and more. This is the Hufflepuff edition, so I've got my sprayed edges, and it's got information about Hufflepuff in here, which was really cool to read. I did listen to the audiobook for a little bit while I was driving around this past weekend, so that did help, because I love listening to Jim Dale narrate these books. As far as what I am reading right now, I am working my way through 2 books right now. The first one is one that I started and I just haven't picked it up again. Not exactly sure why I just haven't. And that's Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. This is going to be one of the next books that I'm hoping to finish. So far, I'm less than 100 pages in, and I am really enjoying it. I just keep getting distracted by other books around me. So hopefully this one will be the next one that I finish. And the other book that I am currently reading and am a shocking 250 pages into is It by Stephen King. This is the first Stephen King novel that I have read that I am actually kind of enjoying. And I think the reason for that, though, is because I am also listening to the audiobook at the same time. I'm listening to the audiobook while I'm reading this book in front of me, and I really think that is helping with my I really think that is helping with my comprehension of what is going on and keeping all of the characters straight, because this book jumps timelines like nobody's business. It's all over the place, I swear. I'll let you know, like I said, I'm about 250 pages into this book, and the cast of characters is still getting back together, and we're still kind of meeting them. So it's one chunker of a book. Yeah, this is about as far as I am into it. Like I said, I'm listening to the audiobook, and there's about 35 hours left in that audiobook. I listened to it on somewhere between 1.5 and 2.0 times speed, so I should finish this within another week or 2, hopefully, because at that point I will run out of time in this month in this readathon. So that's what I have gotten through so far. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update and let you know where I was at. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask us. We post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and all of our links are down below, including the link for my blog, which most of these books I do have reviews up for on there. So feel free to check it out, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.